Our nation's #1 song from Columbus High School here in Waterloo tonight. Decorah will bat this way. Leading off at shortstop will be Colin Nimrod. Batting second in center field, Jay Covden. Hitting third in left field, Cole Sweska. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Austin Ashbacker. He will bat tonight for first baseman Aaron Severson. Hitting fifth, the pitcher, Dustin Carey. Hitting sixth in right field, Brighton Meyer. Batting seventh, the catcher, Kyle Kane. Hitting eighth at third base is Bryce Pierce. And batting ninth at second base is Brady Dolly. That lineup will face freshman right-hander Hank Walters, making his first start of the season, his third appearance. He's 1-0 with a .350 ERA, 8 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Mark Hildman will call the balls and strikes, and Daryl Severson will work the base pass, our friends in blue here tonight. Vikes won the JV game tonight 7-3, and they'll try to take the varsity game right now, as Colin Nimrod will stand in with .397 average, 7 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 7 RBI. Colin has hit safely in all 18 games this season, and the hitting streak is 21 going back to last season. Francis Hart, the catcher, is talking with Hank Walters, the pitcher, in a pregame conference. Isaac Squires is in left, Pat McLaughlin in center, and Zach Nemmers in right for the Sailors. At third base, Lucas Benda. Jeff Horak is at short. Zach Heinzman at second, Greg Glass at first, Francis Hart behind the plate, and Hank Walters on the hill. Walters' first offering, low and outside as we get things going at 5:33. 1 ball, no strikes on Colin Nimrod. Walters holds the ball in front of his chest. An exaggerated windup, and the pitch goes low. It's 2 balls, no strikes on Colin. Hovden and Sweska will follow here in the first inning. The kick and the deal from Walters. Fastball missing outside for 3 balls, no strikes now. So the first 3 out of the zone from the freshman right-hander. Columbus did play 2 last night up at Denver and won them both. They're 15-9 coming in. Fastball outside edge taken for strike 1. And it is 3 balls and 1 strike. Colin, the average .397, but the on-base percentage well over .500. The 3-1 swung and got ahead of a curveball, fouling it off. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to count now. Walters in for the sign from Hart, and the 3-2 delivery swung on a fly ball into center field. Pat McLaughlin angling over into right center, and he will yield to Zach Nemmers in right. And Nemmers will make a 2-handed catch in shallow right for the first out here in the first inning. The batter will be Jay Covden, .475, 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 14 RBI for Jay Covden. Vikes coming off one of their better performances overall this season last night, the 12-2 6-inning victory against New Hampton. That one roped into right center field for a base hit. So Hovden on with a single to right with 1 out here in inning number 1. And the batter will be Cole Sweska. .396 with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 12 RBI. Decorah and Waterloo Columbus played a wild game in Decorah last year. 15-11, Decorah got the win in that one. Fastball inside to Sweska, coming off a 4 RBI night last night against New Hampton. 1 ball, no strikes, the count as Walters pitching out of the stretch for the first time tonight. Hovden will lead at first, and a move over there will send him back to the bag standing. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Walters has the sign from Hart. Runner goes, pitch taken for a strike, throw down to second base is in time, and actually the ball got away from the second baseman Heinzman. Other than that, Jake would have been out. The throw was right on the money from Francis Hart. The tag was applied, but Heinzman couldn't hang on to the ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Swiska. Now with a runner in scoring position with 1 down. The 1-1 delivery, smoke towards left and a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Upton. He will score without a play. 5 RBIs the last 2 nights for Cole Swiska. And Decorah draws first blood. 13 RBIs on the season for Swiska on the 1-out single to score Hovden. And Austin Ashbacker, who had a home run last night, will come to the plate. He had 2 doubles and 3 RBI as well. He's up to 367, 9 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, 18 RBIs. Swiska went. Ashbacker swung and fouled one back to the screen, 0-1. So as Coach O put the hit and run on, but didn't work out on the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Swiska does have 8 stolen bases at first base. And a step off and a throw over to first will send Cole Swiska back to the bag. Hank Walters, a freshman, making his first start of the season. Swiska away from first. The pause in the 0-1, taken low by the Baby Bull. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin, a pretty good response after Friday night was the first time this year he did not have a hit or an RBI in a game. The pause and the 1-1. Lone outside again. It's 2 balls, 1 strike from Walters to Ashbacker. Austin back in from the right-hand side of the plate. Swiska lead at first, held on there by Glass. Walters comes to the pause and the set. A move to first base will send Swiska back in diving. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Cole Swiska. Runner goes, pitch swung on, hammered deep left field, and that ball is against the fence. Swiska will score easily on an RBI double by Austin Ashbacker. It's 2-0 Decorah. Austin into double digits with doubles this year. He has 10, and he now has 19 RBIs as well, including 4 in his last 5 plate appearances. Francis Hart, the catcher, out to try to settle down Hank Walters. Senior shortstop Jeff Horak was also a part of the conversation. 2 in, 1 down, and a runner at second. Dustin Carey, who had a home run against Columbus a year ago, will bat. He's batting .404 with 5 doubles, 1 triple, 6 home runs, and 28 RBI. He hit his 6th of the season last night against New Hampton. Ashbacker away from second and the pitch. A fastball up. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes won the game in Decorah last year, 15-11. Walters has the sign from Hart, comes set, looks back at second, and the 1-0 swung on, popped up right side. Out is the first baseman, in is the right fielder, and it lands in between them in foul ground. Glass and Nemmers were converging, but they couldn't quite get there up the first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Dustin Carey. 2-0 Decorah already on an RBI single by Sweska and an RBI double by Ashbacker. Same thing the Vikes did in the bottom of the first against New Hampton last night. Next pitch goes inside. It is 2 balls, 1 strike on Dustin Carey. Nimrod was retired to start the inning, but the next 3 men have all gotten on for Decorah. Walters comes set, 2-1, swung on, fouled straight back and out of play here on the first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Our broadcast vantage point just to the left of the first base Decorah dugout. So you'll probably be able to hear a lot of chatter tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. The pitch low outside. It got by the catcher hard. Has trouble finding it. Moving up to third is Austin Ashbacker. So that will be a pass ball on Hart. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down now. And run number 3, 90 feet down the line at third. Walters working out of the stretch with the 3-2 and runner at third situation. The pitch hammered up the left field side foul. And it's still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nimrod flew out to right, then Hovden singled to right, stole second. Sweska got him home on a single. Ashbacker got Sweska home on a double. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Walters has a new baseball, steps to the rubber. Looks in for the sign from Hart, comes set. And now the 3-2 delivery, swung on at a chopper to the left side, charging is Horak. Looks towards home, doesn't find anybody, throws to first, not in time. RBI infield hit for Dustin Carey, and a 3-0 lead for Decorah. So Dustin now up to 29 RBI on the season. And Don Sporer will walk out of the Columbus dugout to talk to Walters here, as Brett LaRue will get Dustin Carey's courtesy at first base. Coach Sporer talking to the battery right now. The infield kind of standing in a semicircle around the mound. Coach O taking advantage of said opportunity to talk to LaRue and the next batter, Brighton Meyer. Brighton at 235 with 2 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 6 RBI. 3-0 the lead for Decorah here in the first inning. RBI single by Sweska, an RBI double by Ashbacker, and an RBI single for Dustin Carey. LaRue will lead at first, and the pitch to Brighton is uncorked wild. It was a ball that landed in the left-hand batter's box and went all the way back to the screen. Hart didn't have a prayer stopping that one. And up to second on the wild pitch is Brett LaRue. Maybe a talented catcher like Kyle Kane could have stopped that one. Not that Hart isn't talented, but Kyle's been doing it for 27 years. And he's only 18. Figure that one out. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Brighton Meyer. The 1-0 delivery is outside. It got away from Francis Hart. Tried to stop it with the backhand, couldn't do it. So up to third will go Brett LaRue. So the freshman Walters on the ropes here in the first inning. A runner at third, still only 1 down, 3 in. A 3-0 Decorah lead here in the first inning. And Brighton Meyer has a 2-ball, no strike count on him. The pitch swinging a foul, and that went out onto Hammond Avenue. 2 balls, 1 strike. It was a curveball in on the hands, and Meyer able to fist that one foul. Walters will still work out of the windup with the runner at third and 1 down. or out of the stretch, I should say. 2 balls, 1 strike. A look towards third, and the 2-1 to Brighton. Swung on a fly ball, headed into center field. That'll land in front of Pat McLaughlin for a base hit, an RBI single for Brighton Meyer, and a 4-0 lead for Decorah. RBI number 7 on the season for Brighton Meyer. And Don Spohr out of the dugout once again. And it looks like Zach Nimmers will be coming into this game. So a pitching change already here in the first inning. 4-0 Decorah. And we'll tell you about the changes here in a moment. Zach Nimmers moves from right field to pitcher. And moving from pitcher to right field is Hank Walters. So Walters goes a third of an inning. Gives up 5 hits, 4 runs to this point. Meyer still his responsibility. No walks and no strikeouts. Nimmers on the season, making his 5th appearance all out of the bullpen, 1-1, a 7.64 ERA. Opponents hitting .276 against him, 7 out of 3rd innings. 10 hits, 12 runs, 8 earned, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts. So Walters chased after a third of an inning. And Zach Nimmers now going to be the batter. Or the pitcher, and Kyle Keene now going to be the batter. Keene at .225 with 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 1 RBI. Fastball up to Kyle Keene. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 4 in, 1 down. First inning of a 4-0 lead for Decorah, 1-0. Missing inside for 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0) in there for a strike. It's 2-1. As Keene was taking all the way on the 2-0. Nimmers, a kid who has had, based on these statistics, some control problems to this point in the season. 2-1 delivery, swung on a ground ball, rolled through the left side and through for a base hit. So Kyle Keene gets the 6th consecutive hit for Decorah. Brighton Meyer moves up to second. Kyle Keene at first. And Bryce Pierce will be the batter, and Andy Sinkink will get Kyle Keene's courtesy at first base. Pierce 2 for 9 on the season with 5 RBI on the campaign. Meyer the runner at second, Sinkink for Keene at first. A 4 spot already here in the top of the first inning for Decorah. And the pitch swung on and missed as Bryce over the top of a breaking ball from Nimmers. No balls, 1 strike. Nimmers set 0-1. Pitch low. One ball, 1 strike count. 1-1 delivery. That one missing outside for 2 balls, 1 strike. So Nimmers has thrown 4 of the first 6 out of the zone, and that one outside corner for a strike. And it is 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bryce Pierce. Meyer away from second, Andy Sinkink away from first. Pitch swung on, popped up left side. In is Squires, out is the shortstop Horak. Infield fly rule called, and Horak makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 down, 2 on, and Brady Dowley to the plate. A .308 hitter with 5 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 7 RBIs. First and second, 2 down in the first. Decorah leading by a 4-0 margin as Dolly looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 swung on and hit towards third, knocked down there by the third baseman Benda. He stays with it and throws to first base to retire Dolly. And the side is out here in the first inning, but a profitable first for Decorah. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's Decorah 4 and Waterloo Columbus coming to bat. The Sailors will bat this way. Leading off in left field, Isaac Squires. Batting second, the now pitcher in the game, Zach Nimmers. Hitting third in center field, Pat McLaughlin. Hitting fourth at first base is Greg Glass. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Jeff Horak. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, Henry Drops. Drops will bat for the now right fielder, Hank Walters. Hitting seventh, the catcher, Francis Hart. Hitting eighth at second base, Zach Heinzman. And Lucas Benda will bat ninth and play third base. That lineup will face Dustin Carey. Carey's been better than his record has indicated this year. He's 3-4 with a .260 ERA. Opponents hitting 196 against him, 37 2/3 innings, 32 hits, 14 earned runs, 11 walks, and 30 strikeouts. Isaac Squires will be the first batter here in the bottom of the first inning. He's hitting .405 with 4 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 12 RBIs. Squires in from the left side from the right-hander Carey as that one sprayed toward left center field, and that is going to be a base hit. Squires with a big turnaround first base, but he'll stay put right there. So Squires with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner at first, nobody out. Zach Nimmers to the plate, 326. 11 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, and 16 RBI. So Nimmers will try to help his own cause with the Vikes leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the first as Carey starts with a curve for a strike, 0-1. Carey set. And the pitch, curveball for a swing and a miss, 0-2. Carey lost on Friday night to Charles City, 4 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Squires away from first to move over there as Carey had not come set yet. And Squires was back diving to the bag. Squires is 5 for 5 in the steal department. No balls, 2 strikes. Carey ready, 0-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball. And Nimmers down on strikes. Squires at first, 1 down. Pat McLaughlin is a .322 hitter with 5 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, and 13 RBIs. Decorah with a 4 spot in the top of the first inning. They lead at 4-0. Carey ready in the pitch, swung out and missed. It was a high curve, but McLaughlin couldn't take advantage of it. No balls, 1 strike. Couple of steps off the bag at first to Squires. The 0-1 delivery swung on a fly ball down the right field line, but well foul, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. RBIs for Sweska, Ashbacker, Carey, and Meyer in that first inning. 3 steps off the bag at first to Squires. Carey comes set, runner takes off, pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. He gave McLaughlin a curveball that he barely got a piece of. Squires did get a pretty decent jump as Coach Spohr put the hit and run on with 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Carey wasn't on the rubber, so he moves to first base to send Squires back diving to the bag. Pitch swung on and a ground ball toward short. Nimrod will go to Dolly at second for 1 and a throw to first base. Double play. 6-4-3, rack 'em up. 1 hit, nobody left. We head to the second inning. Decorah leading by a 4-0 margin. Top of the second inning we go. A 4-0 lead for Decorah. The same guy that started the first will start the second, Callan Nimrod. Decorah got 6 hits and 4 runs in that first inning. They were able to chase Hank Walters from the game after only a third of an inning, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, no walks, and no strikeouts. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson from Waterloo Columbus High School tonight. The Vikes trying to win their second in a row, and they're 11th on the season. They lead at 4-0. Callan Nimrod will bat from the right-hand side of the plate. He flew out to right his first time up. And a shout-out to his old man listening out in South Dakota tonight. Callan steps into the right-hand side of the plate, and the pitch. Ground ball towards third, playing the long hop is Lucas Benda. He'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod, and 1 down here in the second inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. And Jake Hovden will be the batter. He singled and scored in the first. Sweska, Ashbacker, Carey, and Meyer all with RBIs in that first inning as Hovden looks at the first pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Demers ready, pitch swung on a ground ball to the left side. Horak with the backhand stop and shortstop throws on to first base, but Hovden beats it out. Horak went deep into the hole, did all he could on the play, but Hovden hustling down the line gets a infield hit. A runner at first with 1 down, and Cole Sweska will be the batter. He singled to left, knocked in a run, scored himself in the first. 4-0 Decorah here in the second as the first pitch goes outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Nemers has now given up 2 hits in his full inning of work. The 1-0 delivery, ground ball towards third. Benda will pick it up. He'll have 1 play. He'll fire across the diamond to retire Sweska with Hovden moving to second. He'll be there with 2 down. So 2 down. And a runner at second for the 3-syllabled Decorah designated hitter Austin Ashbacker. He doubled to left, knocked in a run, scored himself in the first, takes a curve outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1, swing and a miss at another curve, and it's 0-2. Emmers gets the side from Hart, comes set, and the pitch hammered deep down the left field line, but foul. It'll leave the yard, but about 30 feet foul. So in a loud way, the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Austin put 1-2 hops into the 335 sign and left in his first at-bat as he'll take the next one high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Way deeper to left than it is to right here at Columbus. Not exactly a symmetrical ballpark. 1-2, swinging a foul back. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. To straightaway left, it's 335. Left center, 355. Right center, it's 350. And to right field, only 301. 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul back. Out onto Hammond Avenue, so 3 two-strike foul balls from Ashbacker in this at-bat. Hovden, the runner at second with 2 down. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. At a breaking ball, and the side is out here in the second. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the second we go. Decorah with the 4-0 lead. Four nothing the score. Decorah on top as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Dustin Carey allowed a leadoff single in the bottom of the first, struck out the next man and got the next man out on a 6-4-3 double play. So Dustin only threw 7 pitches in that first inning. Middle third of the order due for the 15-9 Sailors. Greg Glass, Jeff Horak, and Henry Drops. Glass, a .410 hitter with 6 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, and 22 RBI. Dustin looking for his 4th win of the season. And the pitch, curveball, swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike. Dustin with 3 wins. The other 2 Decorah wins pitching-wise. 1 to Kyle Kane and 1 to Austin Ashbacker. The 0-1 delivery. Just missed the outside edge. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Dustin has gone 4 for 4 on first pitch strikes. It's something I put on the baseball blog today. You can check that out at darrenswenson.blogspot.com. Ground ball to the right side, picked up there by Dolly, down to 1 knee to get it. He'll throw on to Severson for the first out here in the second inning. One down, nobody on. Horak at .452, 6 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 19 RBI. Colin Nimrod in his last 4 decisions plus 1 relief outing is getting a first pitch strike 74% of the time. First pitch low to Jeff Horak, 1 ball, no strikes. In that time he has a .89 ERA and opponents only hitting .189 against him. In the 4 games in conference play, the 1-0 swung on a ground ball, fielded by Carey at the bottom of the mound, and an easy toss over to Severson at first base for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, 4-0 Decorah here in the second. Henry Drops is a .382 hitter with a total of 7 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 17 RBI. The 4 games conference-wise this year, curveball taken low, 1 ball, no strikes, that Decorah has gotten less than 50% first pitch strikes. They're 1-3. In the 4 games that they have gotten above 67%, they're 3-1. Ground ball right side and through for a base hit. So Drops with a 2-out single here in the second inning, as he got one between Severson and Dolly on the right side of the infield. So a runner at first, 2 down, and Francis Hart will be the batter, .279, with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 12 RBI. 4-0 Decorah leads it as the first pitch taken high by Hart. 1 ball, no strikes. Carey comes set, and the 1-0 delivery. Curveball catches the outside edge for a strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike count. Short lead at first base by Drops, who's stolen 1 base this year. Curveball missing the front knee on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Short lead at first base again by Drops. Runner goes, 2-1 pitch is fouled, third base side. So the deuce is now wild on Francis Hart. Decorah with a 4 spot in the first inning. They lead it by a 4-0 margin. Carey with the pause and the 2-2 delivery. Curveball taken for strike 3. Second strikeout for Carey. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the top half of the third inning. It is Decorah leading by a 4-0 margin. Top of the third inning we go. A 4-0 lead for Decorah. Columbus starter Hank Walters chased from the game after a third of an inning, as the Vikes were able to get 6 consecutive hits in that first inning. 4 of them were RBI hits, 1 from Cole Sweska, an RBI double from Ashbacker, then RBI singles from Carey and Meyer. Demers is now throwing an inning and 2/3, giving up 2 hits and struck out 1. Hasn't walked anybody. Dustin Carey will start the top of the third for Decorah. Carey, an RBI infield hit and a run scored in the first inning. He had a home run against Columbus last year, had a home run last night against New Hampton, as Dustin Carey looks the first one low outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The overcast skies have left us. The sun has returned to the south side of Waterloo. 1-0 in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Forecast only calling for spotty showers here tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Ground ball towards third. Knocked down there by Benda. It comes down in his glove, and he'll throw across the diamond to retire Carey. Benda had to leap to field the bouncing ball. He knocked it down, and it came down in his glove in one motion, and he fired across the diamond to get Carey by a lot at first base. So 1 down here in the third inning, and the batter will be Brighton Meyer. He got an RBI single to center in the first. He swings the first one, nubs one up the third base side and foul. No balls and 1 strike. So Decorah has been retired to start each of the first 3 innings. No balls, 1 strike count, but a 4 spot in the first has given them a 4-0 lead. 0-1 delivery, ground ball towards third and fair and into the left field corner. Meyer hits first. He's coming to second. The throw there is a bit offline, so Meyer will get a double. His 3rd one of the season. So Decorah now with 8 hits, 2 of them for extra bases. A runner at second and 1 down. And Kane singled to left his first time up. First pitch to Kyle, swung on a fly ball towards left. Bat one near the fence, actually, as Squires makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That ball kept carrying towards left field, and Squires had a beat on it from the get-go to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Meyer at second, 2 down, and the batter is Bryce Pierce. He'll look at a strike, 0-1. Pierce popped to short in the first 0 for 1. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul, straight back and out of play. So it's no balls and 2 strikes on Bryce Pierce. The stretch and the 0-2. Swung on, hammered towards left center field. That'll land for a base hit. Meyer will score easily on a 2-out single by Bryce Pierce. And Decorah has taken a 5-0 lead. So Decorah gets their first 2-out run of the night after getting 5 of their 12 runs with 2 outs last night. And Brady Dowley will look to keep the fun going. Curveball taken low by Dowley, who grounded to third his first time up to end the first 0 for 1. 5-0. Here's a fly ball into left field, and after it is Squires, he will dive and he will make the catch. Squires appeared to be fooled by that ball a bit, but it came down in his glove, and that'll retire the side, but not before the Vikes get a 2-out run. On an RBI single by Bryce Pierce to score Brighton Meyer. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. It's a 5-0 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the third inning we go. Time to take a look at our broadcast schedule coming up tomorrow night. We will be in walk-on for Decorah Vikings softball. It'll be a doubleheader between the Vikings and the Indians. We'll have that for you at 6 o'clock tomorrow night on AM 1240 KDEC and KDECradio.net. We'll have softball again on Thursday night as Decorah will take on Waverly Shellrock at 6 o'clock for a doubleheader in Decorah. Have that for you at AM 1240 KDEC and KDECradio.net. Next baseball game will be Friday night as Decorah will take on Owine from Owine. We'll bring it home to you beginning at 7:20 that night on AM 1240 KDEC. 8-9-1 due here in the third inning as Zach Heinzman swings and drives one into center field, but Jay Covden has a beat on it. He will make the catch for the first out here in the third inning. So a well-hit ball to start the frame. Perhaps the best hit ball off of Carey to this point, but Covden right there to make the play. And the batter will be Lucas Benda. 5-0 Decorah here in the third. Fastball up to Benda. 1 ball, no strikes. Benda on the season 0 for 15. The 1-0 delivery, swinging a foul back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carey's given up 2 hits, struck out 2. Hasn't walked anybody through his 2 1/3. Dustin trying to prove he's better than his record. He only 3-4, but a 2.60 ERA to this point. Curveball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And what has been impressive with Carey, the opponent's batting average just 196, 2-1. Swinging a foul, right side, not a play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Two and 2 to the number 9 hitter in the Columbus lineup. 2-2 swung on a fly ball down the right field line, foul territory and out of play. Average amount of room in foul territory up the lines here at Waterloo Columbus. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2-2 delivery, swung on and a ground ball towards Coach Spohr in the third base box. And foul. Coach Spohr giving that foul ball the dog on a fire hydrant treatment. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Dustin ready in the 2-2 delivery, swung on, driven towards right center field. Over is Jay Covden towards the gap, dives, he can't get there, and it's to the fence. Hitting second, moving to third is Benda. Relay throw from Dolly is not in time. So a triple for Benda with one out here in the third inning. Good effort by Jake Hovden, who dove and couldn't quite get there. Hovden hit Dolly, and if Dolly's throw would have been a touch more on the money, there might have been a touch more drama on that play. And Jake Hovden might be a little shaken up after making that dive, but he just vocally said he's all right. So a runner at third and one down, and the second trip around the order for the Sailors will start with Isaac Squires. 5-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the third. The pause and the pitch. Just missed the inside edge. 1 ball, no strikes. Squires singled to left center his first time up. The pause and the 1-0. Swing and a foul at the plate. So it is 1 ball and 1 strike. For Benda, that was his first hit of the season. The 1-1 delivery swung on a roller toward short. Nimrod bobbles. He'll throw on to first base, and they got the runner there. Scoring after the throw is Benda, so an RBI ground out for Squires. And it's a 5-1 ball game. So Squires gets RBI number 13 on the season. And the base is now empty for Zach Nemmers. 2 down here in the third of a 5-1 Decorah lead. Nemmers struck out swinging in the first 0 for 1. And the first offering a curveball low. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. Swung on, hammered towards right center field. After it is Brighton Meyer. He can't get there. So it's going to be a 2-out single for Nemmers as the Sailors get their 4th base hit off carry. So a runner at first, 2 down, 1 in here in the third inning. And the batter will be Pat McLaughlin. He bounced into a double play to end the first 0 for 1. A 5-1 lead for Decorah as a move to first base. We'll send Nemmers back to the bag. Nemmers 7 for 7 in the steal department. Pitch, curveball taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. Carey has fallen behind the last 3 hitters he has faced. In fact, 6 of the last 7 after getting a first pitch strike to the first 4. 1-0. Curveball didn't miss by much, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Sailors trying to climb back into this one. They trail it 5-1. Pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Carey in for the side from Kane. A lead at first by Nemmers. The pause, the runner goes, the pitch swung on, popped up right field. Coming in is Brighton Meyer. He will make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. We head to the 4th inning. It is Decorah leading by a 5-1 margin. Top of the order once again, leading off for Decorah here in the 4th inning. Decorah with a 5-1 lead. They got 4 in the first. RBI single by Cole Sweska, an RBI double by Austin Ashpacker, an RBI single by Dustin Carey, and another RBI single for Brighton Meyer. Bryce Pierce with a 2-out RBI single in the third inning for Decorah. An RBI ground out in the third for Isaac Squires. Scored Lucas Benda, who got a triple with 1 out in the third. And that has been the scoring to this point. Colin Nimrod is 0 for 2. He flew out to right in the first, grounded to third in the second. And the first pitch up from Nemmers, beginning his third full inning of relief. The starter, Hank Walters, a third of an inning, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, no walks, no strikeouts. A strike taken by Nimrod, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pitch swung on, and a smacker down the left field line. It'll be a base hit for Colin Nimrod, who has hit safely in every game to this point in the season. And the 2-year hit streak goes up to 22 for Colin Nimrod with the leadoff single here in the fourth inning. That is the first time in 4 frames that Decorah has gotten their leadoff runner on. Runner at first, nobody out. Jake Hubden to the plate. Moved to first base to send Colin back diving to the bag. Colin is 5 for 5 on the season. Hubden singled to right and scored in the first and got an infield hit in the second inning. Jake squares to bunt and looks at a fastball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Nemmers comes set. The 1-0 delivery. Jake squared to bunt again, took a fastball up again. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0). Hubden squaring to bunt again, and it's up for 3 balls, no strikes now. Benda up and in on the grass at third. Glass holds the runner on at first. Curveball taken low. So Jake will reach for the third time tonight. Nimrod up to second. Hubden to first. And Cole Sweska will be the batter. Sweska single, knocked in a run, scored himself in the first inning and grounded to third in the second inning. Sweska squares to bunt and a curveball taken low once again, so 5 straight out of the zone from Nemmers. 1 ball, no strikes. Cole does have 3 sacrifices on the season. Charging hard at first is Glass. Here's a bunt up the first base side. Glass will throw to first base with Heinzman covering. Sacrifice is good, 3-4. So the Baby Bull will bat with 2 runners in scoring position. Nimrod up to third, Hubden to second. Infield coming up at all 4 spots for the Sailors. Ashbacker with an RBI double and a run scored in the first inning. He struck out swinging in the second, 1 for 2. The catcher, Francis Hart, directing the infield, as they actually will play back up the middle and put a little bit of a shift on. There's going to be a massive gap on the right side as Ashbacker on a squeeze play. Backhand stop made by Nemmers. He'll throw to first base to get Ashbacker, but Nimrod scores, and it's a 6-1 lead for Decorah. So Ashbacker gets his second RBI of the night and his 20th of the season. Hubden stayed put at second base on the play, and Dustin Carey will try to get a 2-out RBI. So Ashbacker gets his 4th sacrifice of the year. Not exactly an expected move there. And here's a roll and a throw into center field, and it went between the shortstop and the second baseman. As Nemmers whirled and threw back there to nobody in particular. That'll be the first error of the night for either squad. And Hovden moves 90 feet closer. Carey, an RBI single, a run scored in the first, grounded to third in the third. He swings at the first one, pops one up right side, foul territory. Greg Glass is under the ball, but it goes into the tree near the first base side. And it's no balls and one strike on Dustin Carey. Vikes with a 6-1 lead. Squeezing with the cleanup hitter Austin Ashbacker to score Colin Nimrod here in the fourth. 0-1. Smack towards left, backhand stop made by Horak. He bobbles it, and everyone's got to be safe. Hovden scores on the play to make it a 7-1 lead. So Carey will reach. Even if Horak comes up with that totally cleanly, he would have had a tough time getting Carey. And Brett LaRue will get Carey's courtesy at first base. It's now a 7-1 advantage for Decorah. And Brighton Meyer will be the batter. He's 2 for 2. RBI single in the first, double and a run scored in the third. Move to first base to send LaRue back diving to the bag. So Brighton 2 for 2. The pitch swung on a looper into left field. That'll land in front of Squires for a base hit. LaRue will put the brakes on at second base. And the Vikes keep it going here with 2 outs. So 2 2-out runs here for Decorah tonight. And Kyle Kane will look to keep it going. Kane singled to left in the first, flew out to left in the third. 7-1 lead for Decorah as we play the top half of the fourth inning. Pitch to Kyle goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah with a 4 spot in the first, a goose egg in the second, and a solo spot in the third. 1-0 smack towards left, but caught at short by Jeff Horak. A well-hit ball right on the screws. But Horak there to make the play to retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 runners left. We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. It is Decorah leading by a 7-1 margin. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Decorah. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error for Waterloo Columbus as we play the bottom half of the fourth inning. Greg Glass, Jeff Horak, and Henry Drops here in the fourth inning. Columbus got a tally in the third. On an RBI ground out by Isaac Squires, but the Vikes getting contributions all around. Jake Hovden 2 for 2. 2 singles, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Cole Swesco 1 for 2 with an RBI and a sacrifice. Greg Glass swinging and fouling the first pitch straight back and out of play. Glass grounded to second in the second inning. 0-1, that one smacked towards left center and a base hit. So Columbus has gotten their leadoff runner on 2 times in 4 frames now, with a Glass leadoff single here in the fourth inning. Offensively for Decorah, Austin Ashbacker with 2 RBI, Dustin Carey with 2 RBI, Brighton Meyer 3 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Jeff Horak grounded back to the pitcher Carey in the first inning. He'll take a curveball that hits directly in front of the plate, so it caroms over Kyle Kane, and on a wild pitch moving up to second is Glass. So 1-0 the count on Horak, who has 19 RBI on the season. Carey comes set, and the 1-0 swung on a little number up the third base side, and it goes into foul territory before it's corralled by Bryce Pierce. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Carey gets the sign from Kane. Comes set, looks back at second in the pitch, chopper towards third and foul. One ball, two strikes. Vikes looking for win number 11 on the season. 10 wins against 8 losses coming in. The stretch, a look back at second in the 1-2 delivery. Swung on in a roller towards second base. Takes a funny hop, but Dolly carries, throws to first base. Severson drops the ball, and scoring all the way from second is Greg Glass. And that is a 7-2 ball game on the first defensive miscue of the night for Decorah. The grounder went to the right side, hit the lip of the grass and the dirt. Dolly had to lunge back, make the play, and perhaps thought he had more time than he really did. Perhaps hurried the throw to first base. Severson dropped it, running all the way, and scoring was Glass, so it's now a 7-2 ball game. And the batter is Henry Drops. He'll take a curveball low, 1 ball, no strikes. Drops single to right in the second. 1 ball, and no strikes to count. The pitch, swing and a miss at a curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good lead at first base by Horak, and a move to first base back into the bag, standing as Horak. Carey comes set, 1-1 delivery, curveball swung on and missed. Beauty of an offering from Dustin Carey, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Horak off of first, the pause and the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. Nimrod to Dolly for the first out at second, to first. Nice scoop at first base by Severson, and a double play. And that's only 2 out in the inning as the Vikes were starting to make their way off the field. So 2 down, bases empty, and the batter will be Francis Hart. Hart struck out looking in the second, 0 for 1. 7-2 Decorah. We play at the bottom half of the 4th inning. He's been one of 2 strikeout victims for Dustin Carey to this point, as there's a little bit of a momentary pause as the base umpire Daryl Severson gets back to his position behind first base and not the runner on base position. As Hart looks at a beauty of a curve that's taken for a strike, it's 0-1. So Decorah has now turned 2 double plays in 4 innings tonight. 0-1, swung on, chopper right side, charging is Brady Dolly. He fields, now sets his feet and throws to first base to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left. We're 4 done, and it's 7-2 Decorah. Top of the 5th inning we go. It's a 7-2 lead for Decorah. Vikes offense, and nothing to complain about tonight. 12 hits in 4 innings off of Columbus pitching. Zach Nemmer's on in his 4th inning of relief after the starter Hank Walters only went a third of an inning. Every Decorah batter, with the exception of Brady Dolly, has reached base safely via a base hit tonight. Bryce Pierce will lead things off here in the 5th. Pierce popped to short in the 1st and single to left to knock in a run in the 3rd. Couple of words of encouragement from Zach Heinzman and Francis Hart to start the inning with Zach Nimmers. And the first pitch to Bryce Pierce, outside corner, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Pierce, as we mentioned, 1 for 2. Popped out to short in the first, an RBI single to left in the third. First pitch was a strike. Second pitch taken low. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 of the 7 runs have come with 2 outs. Good to see that clutch hitting coming around. Next pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Decorah with a 5-run advantage here. 6 of their 8 losses is pitch inside corner for a strike on the inside edge. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Have come by 3 runs or less. 2-2 delivery, well high to Bryce, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Pierce. On what has turned into a sunny, warm night here at Waterloo Columbus. Pitch low, ball 4. Second walk given up in 3 2/3 by Nimmers. And Brady Dowley is 0 for 2. Grounded to third in the first, flew out to left in the third. 7-2 Decorah. We play the 5th. Dowley squaring to bunt and taking the pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes 2 for 2 in bunting opportunities tonight, including a squeeze play run. Pitch taken outside corner for a strike and a snap throw to first base, and back to the bag diving is Bryce Pierce. A ball and a strike to count. Dowley squares to bunt, does so right in front of the plate. Nimmers looks towards second, doesn't have a play there. He'll throw to first base with the first baseman glass covering. And Dowley gets the job done, 1-3. So Colin Nimrod will bat with a runner at second base and 1 down here in the 5th inning. Decorah leading by a 7-2 margin. The Vikes have sent at least 5 runners to the plate as Nimrod swings at the first one and flies one towards left center. A late call by Pat McLaughlin, the center fielder, and he'll make a running 2-handed catch in left center field for the second out here in the 5th inning. So 2 down and a runner at second, and the batter will be Jake Hovden. Hovden's been on base all 3 times. Decorah leading 7-2 here in the 5th. And the first pitch is outside to Jake. 1 ball, no strikes. Hovden singled and scored in the first inning, singled in the second, and walked and scored in the 4th. 1-0 delivery, swung on, smacked up the middle. Fielding to his left is Horak. He'll throw on to first base to retire the side. A leadoff walk, but nothing else. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It is Decorah leading by a 7-2 margin. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Decorah leading by a 7-2 margin. 4 hits for Decorah, 4 hits for Columbus, 12 hits for Decorah. Each team has committed 1 error. Eight, 9-1, due for Waterloo Columbus, and this will be Lee Hansen for the Sailors. Batting for Zach Heinzman. Hansen, our right-hand hitting junior. Hanson on the season, 256 hitter as the curveball taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. Hanson at 256, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 5 RBI. Dustin throwing his 50th pitch of the game. Swung on, popped up, right side foul, and out of play. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Lucas Benda and Isaac Squires to follow here in the 5th. Curveball for a strike, and it's 1-2. Carey has allowed the leadoff runner to reach twice in the 4 innings to this point. The 1-2 delivery, ground ball towards short. Charging there is Nimrod. He hesitates a bit and throws on to first base on the run to retire the pinch hitter Hanson. 1 down here in the 5th inning. He had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove and threw across the diamond in time. So 1 down and nobody on, and Lucas Benda, who got a triple and scored in the 3rd inning, will bat. That was the first hit of the season in 16 at-bats for Benda, and a bender outside from Carey. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful night here in Waterloo. Hopefully it's a beautiful night wherever you're listening tonight. The pitch goes high. 2 balls, no strikes. Carey ready. 2-0 offering. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike count with the leadoff hitter Isaac Squires on deck. Sure, it's a great night to sit on the back patio, as the Riley family is doing. 2-1, swing and a miss. Took a little something off and Benda out in front, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes from number 2. Dustin again looking for his 4th win of the season. Dustin ready, 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Dustin Carey. 2 down, and Isaac Squires will start the 3rd trip around the batting order. He singled to left in the 1st, got an RBI ground out in the 3rd. He swings at the first one, sprays one well down the left field line, foul. No balls and 1 strike to count. 0-1, and the pitch, curveball swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Good curveball down and in, and Squires was off balanced. Looked like a Landon Ashpacker curveball here. Oh, by the way, hi Landon. 0-2 delivery, swung on and a chopper up the first base side, foul. Dustin looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. He did face the minimum back in the 1st inning with the help of a double play. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A 1-2-3 5th inning for Waterloo Columbus. We head to the top half of the 6th inning. It is Decorah leading by a 7-2 margin. Waterloo Columbus trailing Decorah 7-2. Vikes got 4 in the 1st inning. Chase starter Hank Walters. A footnote in this game, a kid that has been putting up some pretty good numbers for Waterloo Columbus, not playing here tonight. That is Luke Farley, a junior, who is hitting .475 on the season with 11 doubles, 4 triples, 3 home runs, and 24 RBI. He is not in the lineup tonight. I haven't been given an actual explanation for that. And Cole Sweska will start things here in the sixth. Vikes will look for some insurance runs. They lead it by a 7-2 margin. Sweska single to left. Scored himself, knocked in a run in the first. Grounded to third in the second and sacrificed two runners up in the fourth inning. Pitch out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. The small ball execution has been there tonight for Decorah because they are 3 for 3 in bunting opportunities. Next pitch out of the zone, 2 balls, no strikes. Decorah has 12 hits on the night, but only 2 for extra bases, a double by Ashbacker and a double by Meyer. 2-0 in there for a strike. It is 2-1. And when you're getting singles, you got to execute, and Decorah has been able to do so this point. As that one hammered deep to left field, Squires is looking up, and that ball is against the fence. And a double for Cole Sweska to lead things off in the sixth inning. So Sweska now 2 for 4 as he gets his second extra base hit and his second double of the season. A runner at second, and Austin Ashbacker at the plate. An RBI double, a run scored in the first, struck out swinging in the second, and he laid down a sacrifice squeeze play to score. Colin Nimrod in the fourth. Baby Bull looks at a strike, 0-1. Getting back to the Luke Farley end of things, I did notice he played last night against Denver, and he actually pitched last Thursday against Jessup. He is not in the lineup tonight, and statistically he is the best player for Columbus. Next pitch was outside, 1-1. Swung on, driven deep down the left field line, but that one going to land well foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin's been hitting some bombs. If he could straighten those out, this could quickly be a 9-2 ball game. Runner at second, nobody out here in the sixth inning of a 7-2 Decorah lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch, ground ball to Horak at short, and a throw to first base is over the head of the first baseman, Glass, who had to make a diving catch to prevent that one from going up the first base line. Ashbacker will reach on the error, and Sweska will move up to third. That's the second error of the night for Columbus. And Sweska would have advanced to third nonetheless, but Horak with the throwing error puts runners at first and third with nobody out. The batter will be Dustin Carey as the infield and battery meet on the mound. And LaRue will run at first base for Austin Ashbacker now. LaRue has appeared as a pinch runner or a courtesy runner for Carey. This will be a pinch runner. Dustin Carey will be the batter. An RBI single, a run scored by LaRue for him in the first. Grounded to third in the third, and an RBI infield hit in the fourth. Runners at the corners, and nobody out here in the sixth inning of a 7-2 Decorah lead. Mark Hildman, the home plate umpire, has everything situated. As the curveball goes low, it's 1 ball, no strikes to Dustin Carey. (7-2) Decorah here in the sixth. The pitch swung on, popped up. Center field, McLaughlin coming on. running near the edge of the infield dirt. He will make the catch for the first out here in the 6th inning. So Carey pops out. Runners at first and third with one down for Brighton Meyer. Meyer is 3 for 3 on the night. RBI single in the first, doubled and scored in the third, and single to left in the fourth. Nemers set in the pitch, swung on, popped up, left side. Horak, the shortstop, retreats, and he will make the catch. LaRue hustles back to first base. So that's the second out of the inning. Two down here in the 6th inning. And the batter will be Kyle Keene. Keene takes a curveball low, runner goes, and the pitch is taken low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Keene is 1 for 3, single to left in the first. Flew out to left in the third, lined out to short here in the 4th inning. Pitch goes high. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Two 2-0 on Kyle. The pause and the 2-0 ground ball to the left side. Picked up on a short stop. Horak, he'll throw on to first base to retire Keene, and that's that for the 6th. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is a 7-2 lead for Zach Nemers. Will lead things off here in the 6th inning for Waterloo Columbus. Nemers is 1 for 2 on the night. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It is no balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to count. The curveball taken out of the zone by Carey, and from Carey to Nemers, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-2, Decorah leads it. We're here in the 6th inning. The 1-1 delivery. A curveball is outside for 2 balls, 1 strike. Pat McLaughlin and Greg Glass to follow here in the 6th. Decorah with a 5-run advantage. They got 4 in the 5th inning. As that one fouled away on the right side and out of play for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carey has thrown well tonight. Hoping for his 4th win of the year. There's been outings where he's probably been a touch better, but it's been effective enough as that one swung on, fouled right side and out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Two and 2. And the pitch. Curveball outside corner, strike 3 called. So Nemers down on strikes. Carey gets his 3rd strikeout in the last 2 innings. And 1 down here in the 6th. The batter will be Pat McLaughlin. McLaughlin grounded to second in the first, singled and scored in the 4th inning. A curve for a strike from Carey. And it's no balls, 1 strike. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swinson with you from Columbus here tonight. The 0-1 delivery, a curveball swung on and missed. Another great breaker from Dustin Carey. And it is no balls and 2 strikes to count. Nothing in 2, and the pitch. Swung on and a chopper foul on the third base side. No balls, 2 strikes the count. The 0-2 delivery swung on, smacked left center field. Jay Covden is under it. He goes back and now goes in a little bit and makes the catch for the second out here in the 6th inning. So 2 down. And nobody on, and Greg Glass will be the batter. Glass grounded to second in the 2nd and singled and scored in the 4th inning. A 7-2 lead for Decorah here in the 6th. The curveball goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Dustin's given up 5 hits. He's retired every one since Horak reached on an error in the 4th inning. Pitch a strike. It is 1-1. Decorah's offense has helped him out a ton to the point of 13 hits tonight. Fastball up, 2 balls, 1 strike. So 19 runs and 23 hits the last 2 nights for Decorah. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Two one high for 3 balls, 1 strike. That is only the first time tonight Dustin has gone to a 3-ball count. 3-1 inside for ball 4. And that's the first walk for Dustin Carey here on the night. So a runner at first, 2 down, and Jeff Horak will be the batter. Horak is 0 for 2, grounded to the pitcher in the 2nd inning, and reached on an error in the 4th. Pitch swung on and a ground ball towards short, picked up there by Nimrod. He'll throw on to first base and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the 6th inning, or the 7th inning rather. Decorah leading by a 7-2 margin. Top of the 7th inning we go. It is a 7-2 lead for Decorah. Bryce Pierce, Brady Dowley, and Colin Nimrod for Decorah here in the 7th inning. Pierce popped to short in the 1st, singled to left to knock in a run in the 3rd, and walked in the 5th. Emmers has pitched since the 1st. A foul tip into the glove of Pierce. It is no balls, 1 strike. 2 of the 7 runs for Decorah have come with 2 outs here tonight as Pierce smacks one towards left field. Squires is there to make the catch. And there is 1 down here in the 7th inning. So 1 down and nobody on, and Brady Dowley will be the batter. He's the only Decorah batter without a base hit tonight. He'll look at a curveball for a strike, nothing in 1. Dowley grounded to 3rd in the 1st, flew out to left in the 3rd, and sacrificed a runner-up in the 5th. Curveball for a ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery outside with the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Vikes looking for a little insurance here in the 7th inning. 2-1 delivery swung on. Fly ball left center field. McLaughlin is under it. He will make the catch for the second out here in the 7th inning. So 2 down, nobody on, and the batter will be Sean Truant. Truant had the game-winning RBI in the 7th inning, or in the 6th inning last night against New Hampton. Nimrod 1 for 4
on the night. He did extend his hit streak to 21 games heading back to last year. And the pitch taken up. 1 ball, no strikes. Yep. 1 ball, no strikes. The count on Sean. Pitch inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Truin. The pitch swung on, popped up on the infield. Underneath it is the second baseman, Heinzman. He will make the catch to retire the side. So, a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 7th for Decorah. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. It is Decorah leading by a 7-2 margin. The inexact science of cell phone broadcasting does cause some difficulties at times. Sorry for the disconnection. We are back with you now. This is what you missed in the 6th and the 7th inning. Cole Sweska got a double to left in the 6th. Ashbacker reached on an error to put runners at first and third. Then Carey flew out to center. Meyer popped to short. And Kane grounded out to the shortstop. In the bottom half of the 6th inning, Zach Nimmers struck out looking. Pat McLaughlin flew out to center. Greg Glass drew a 2-out walk, and then Jeff Horak grounded to center, or to short, I should say, to end the 6th inning. Decorah went down 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. Pierce lined out to left. Dolly flew out to center, and Sean Truin popped out to second to end the threat. So Henry drops. Francis Hart and Zach Heinzman will be the two hitters in the 7th inning for Decorah. Dustin Carey looking to finish off his 4th win of the season, and the pitch swung out and missed. That's Carey's 82nd pitch and had some pretty good pop on it. No balls and 1 strike to count. The 0-1 delivery is swing and fouled at the plate. It is no balls, 2 strikes on Henry Drops. Drops a single to right in the 2nd inning and grounded out 6-4-3 in the 4th. A 7-2 lead for Decorah. They got 4 in the 1st inning and never looked back. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a foul at the plate. So it's still no balls and 2 strikes on Henry Drops. Carey's given up 5 hits, 2 runs. One of them has been unearned. He's walked 1 and he struck out 5. 0-2 delivery, curveball outside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carey ready, and the 1-2. Swinging a foul out onto Hammond Avenue on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The 6th pitch of the at-bat from Carey. Swinging a foul, and that one right off the match of the home plate umpire, Mark Hilderman. It knocked his mask off, so Kyle Kane will do the sportsmanlike thing and walk out the new ball to Dustin Carey, allowing the home plate umpire to shake off the cobwebs a little bit. In case you're just joining us, Decorah got 4 in the 1st inning, an RBI single by Cole Sweska, an RBI double by Austin Ashbacker, an RBI single by Dustin Carey, and an RBI single by Brighton Meyer to make it 4-0. Vikes made it 5-0 with a 2-out RBI single by Bryce Pierce in the 3rd. An RBI ground out by Isaac Squires made it 5-1 after 3, as that one on the outside edge taken for strike 3. And Dustin gets his 6th strikeout. A 7-pitch at bat, and Dustin able to win the battle. One down, nobody on, and Francis Hart will be the batter in a 7-2 Decorah lead. Hart struck out looking in the second, grounded to second in the fourth, 0 for 2. 7-2 Decorah with the lead. And a curve for a strike, nothing in one. Decorah got two more in the fourth inning. Suicide squeeze off the bat of Austin Ashbacker to score Colin Nimrod, and an RBI infield hit by Carey to score Hovden. Here's ground ball right back to Carey. Fields at the bottom of the mound and throws over to first base to retire Hart. Two down here in the seventh inning. Columbus got one in the fourth inning. A throwing error by Brady Dowley allowed Greg Glass to score from second base. And that has been the final scoring in this game. It's a 7-2 lead for Decorah. And the last hope for the moment right now is Lee Hansen. He'll swing and ground one up the middle. To his left is Colin Nimrod. He knocks it down. He stays with it and throws to first base. The throw got by Severson. So Hansen will reach with two outs here in the seventh inning, and for the moment, keep the Sailors alive. So the newest last hope of the game for the Sailors is Lucas Benda. Tripled and scored in the first, struck out swinging in the fifth. Carey delivers, and the pitch. Chopper, third base side. Fielded there by Bryce Pierce. On the run, throws to first base, and that's a Viking victory. The Vikings win their second game in a row as they knock off Waterloo Columbus tonight by a 7-2 margin. 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left for Decorah. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 4 left for Waterloo Columbus. Dustin Carey gets the win. He improves to 4-4 on the season. The losing pitcher is Hank Walters. He drops to 1-1. So Columbus drops to 15-10 as a squad, and Decorah improves to 11-8. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible. We thank Ryan Dillahan for coming up and getting us back on the air after our brief technical difficulties there. We thank our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, Viking fans. We know you enjoyed the outcome. Decorah wins it by a 7-2 margin over Waterloo Columbus. We'll have softball on the air tomorrow night as Decorah will take on Walk-On for a doubleheader from Walk-On. Our coverage will begin right around 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So, for an entire KDEC sports team, Darren Swenson saying so long from Waterloo. Decorah wins it by a 7-2 margin. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again come tomorrow night.